Winter vacation out here at wonderful Morro Bay. Watching the waves crash in. It's pretty awesome. Check it out. Amazing. I'm gonna do a flipperoo here so you guys can see. This is the famous Morro Rock. Check out the wave just crashing against it. It looks pretty amazing. This camera does not do justice of what the real life experience is here, encountering these waves just slamming into the rocks here. Looks pretty amazing. It's a pretty spectacular sight to see. Just wanted to show you guys. Now let's get back to the garage. Okay, so the bumper brackets are on. They're just loosely sitting on there. And I just wanted to show you guys so you can see what they look like. Looks like I could go ahead and put the bumper on. I have right here the bumper that came on the car. This bumper is, it has a little, it's got like it's got a little small ding in it that I put in it when I was pulling the motor out, and I'll show that to you guys. But basically, what my plan is to get the go ahead and fit it with this bumper, get everything all dialed in, and then get the mounting brackets cinched up nice and tight and snug. And then I will take this old bumper off and put the new one on. Okay, so that didn't work. I tried to put on the bumper that came with the car, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to put that on and get all the brackets dialed in, tightened down really good. And then I was going to take that bumper off and then put the new bumper on. Well, problem is that the bumper that came in the car, it's twisted like that. So I was trying really hard to get it on. It would not. I couldn't get the bolts to go in, one on each side. And then I finally took the bumper off, laid it on the ground, and it's twisted. So so I have to put on this bumper. Anyways, I wanted to show it to you guys. So let's take a look at it as I get this open. See what we got. Looks pretty good. Looks like it's got just a little bit of, I guess they don't call it rust. I guess stuff that dries off on the back of the bumper when they're done chroming it. So let's take a look at this. I'm trying to pick it up without scratching it. What do you guys think? Pretty awesome, huh? Let me stand back a little bit. What you think? Pretty nice, huh? Looks amazing. They did a really nice job chroming this bumper. So I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is, I think with the Scotch-Brite pad, scuff it and see how that looks. And depending on how that looks, I may potentially spray the back of it, you know, with silver paint maybe. But I'm going to get onto that real quick and see how it turns out. Okay, so I went ahead and I got basically a Scotch-Brite pad with some baking soda, and I cleaned this up, and the more I scuffed it, it looks like a copper residue. Now I know Renee, the bumper lady, had told me that all this was basically is just residue from the chroming process. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Everything looks pretty good, you know, so I'm gonna keep it that way. I'll turn this around. It's got my handprints all over it, but I'm hoping you guys can see how shiny this is. It looks really nice. So I'm gonna get this thing put on right now. Okay, so the best bet what appears to be is to put the brackets on the bumper first. And I thought I heard somebody tell me that one time. So the brackets went on pretty easy on the bumper itself, where when I had the brackets on the car, it seemed to be a challenge trying to get the bumper to line up. So I went ahead and put the brackets on. Those look pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get this bumper put on. Okay, so I picked up those rubber bumper things from the parts place, so let me get this open up. All right, so here are the little rubber pieces that I needed that go for those little brackets. And these basically, they just slide on, you know. Well, it looks like actually like they hook on, but this is what we're looking at. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these brackets on as well. Okay, so you guys can see here, I have it, it's just resting on there, that bracket with the bump stop on it, but I just wanted you guys to see that, how it looks, and I'll bring the camera to the other side too, just so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. Again, you know, you might be working on something and you're trying to figure it out, how it all comes together. You know, this car it was just slapped together, as I've mentioned several times, and I didn't know how certain things went on, but there we go on the other side. Let me zip the camera around there. And that's what we're looking at on this side as well. The thing we might have to do here is this, because this has to go in there, but I don't know, we'll find out right now. So,
alright, John. Oh.
You see how the...
See?
Yeah.
Oh, finger. Jeez. Oh.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah. If that's not up, it's going to fall out and snap again. Alright.
Okay. Get the washer and the nut on.
Okay.
Washer faces the thing, then the nut.
All right. How's it looking?
Good on my end. I'm trying to keep this right here.
Excellent.
Nice.
Okay. Now, gotta get the bolt in. Okay. Got one side on, side for the back.
Sorry, check.
I got it.
You got it?
I'm gonna get this straightened out and I'll show you guys. All right, so here is the finished product. It's looking pretty good. Man, it looks amazing. So I still need to get the parking lamps. The original ones that I have are all scuffed up, so I need to order a set of new ones, and then I need to get those installed. So I'm putting that on my list of to do very soon. Next thing I'm gonna do is I need to go ahead and get those floor pan plugs installed. All right, so one of my last videos, I talked to you guys about this this seam sealer that I have from 3M, and that it requires a seam sealer applicator. I was able to pick one up. I got a really good deal on it that I couldn't pass up. So I've been waiting to open it up because I want you guys to see what I'm seeing as well. So let's see what we got going on here. Awesome. Cool. So let me show you guys what this looks like. Pretty nice. So this is the expensive applicator from 3M. So it looks like they call it a Flex Pack Heavy Duty Applicator Gun. So this is it right here. I'm going to go ahead and put the seam sealer in here, and then I'll get those floor pan plugs installed. So let's get right to it. Okay, so we can see here that, you know, I'd mentioned the floor pan here is kind of a little messed up. I think somebody might have put a floor jack there. So there's a little bit of a gap. And I'm just trying to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my knee on there and bend it down a little bit. So it's not too bad. Probably don't want to hit it too hard. So don't want to obviously mess the floor up. So that's probably it for me on that. And I think that's going to be, good enough. It's seated all around pretty good, except for this, there's just a little gap here, but I'll just put some extra sealer on there. So I put a little ding in that one when I was hammering it. And I'm just, my OCD is getting to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape one to go on there, and then I will spray it with the lizard skin, just so I don't run into that again. I really should have had this really addressed more thoroughly before they sprayed the undercoating on the car. But this is what I got to work with, so not much I can do about it. So I'm gonna try to form this into there, and then I'm gonna spray it with lizard skin. That should do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this other one put on. I painted another one. I mean, sorry. I coated another one for this side that I messed up. So let's go ahead and get this one put on and see how it turns out. Man, this lizard skin, man, it looks like it, oh, well, lucky that's the top. Okay, the bottom looks coated pretty good. I was going to say, man, the top doesn't look too hot, but I think we're good. So this'll just go right there. And it actually says in the applicator sealer instructions to scuff the surface. So I'm going to just scuff around here. I want to make sure that this sticks pretty good. I think we're good right there. Let's get some of this sealer put on. This isn't a perfect surface either on this right here. It's kind of like the other side. It's a little mangled. I don't know. Whoever had this car, I'm assuming they put the floor jack right here instead of on the frame. when they were jacking the car up. So yeah, I want to make sure, and I'm just going to let it put an extra thick bead and just let it squish out. And don't have to get too fancy here. What's important for me is just to make sure that we got a good seal between, you know, the inside of the cab and the outside. So I'm the kind of guy, man, sometimes I go a little overboard because my thought is better to be safe than sorry. And sometimes that doesn't always work out, but still, I want to make sure that we got a good seal here. So I'm sure that's more than enough seam sealer. And smash it down. Just kind of let it do its thing. So that's pretty good right there. And I'm wondering if I should put it around it as well. I mean, that should be good. All right. Ooh, got some. I should probably wipe this surface. Yep. And let me get this. Got a little bead here hanging down. I know in the factory they just slap this stuff on, so it doesn't have to be pretty. All right, nice. Now that went down like I liked it to. It just sunk down in there. I'm gonna just spray another coat on there, on this, the one that goes there, and I'll be installing that here shortly. Okay, so I put a pretty heavy application of this seam sealer for this plug here, again, because it's a little deformed, the floor pan is right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this on there so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna just smash it down and let that let the seam sealer do its magic. So that should be pretty good. Okay, so here's the finished product here. There's see if I can get a good shot here without a glare. What I did is I ended up coming back a little while later and basically sealing around the end, building it up basically, since there was just a little bit of a gap. So I built it up really good. I did the same with the other. The other one wasn't as bad, but I did the same thing. And you know, of course, that back one turned out really nice there. So everything looks really good, and let's talk about the next steps. Okay, I'm all filthy right now. I just got out of my shed, and I'm all dirty. I was digging some things out for the next steps. So I went ahead and dug out the emergency brake mechanism here, and I have to clean this up. And I'm going to paint it, get it all dialed in. And also the brake pedal and all this stuff too. Again, I gotta clean this all up and get it painted. So I'll be working on this as well. I also dug out the parking lights. Thankfully, for some reason, I thought that this back housing was reproduced, so I'm glad that I carefully put them away. But I honestly thought that they were reproduced. But it's only this front area here that goes into the bumper that's reproduced, to my knowledge. If you know different, comment below, because I'd love to buy the whole thing. So I'm going to get these cleaned up as well. Get these back housings cleaned up really good and nice. And then I'm going to buy the new front lenses for them, and the whole silver part, garnish part as well. Another thing that I did too is I dug out the part of the wire harness. This is a little like protector piece that goes on the floorboard across the car from the front to the back. So I am not going to reuse my existing wiring harness. The guy that I bought the car from, he had paid somebody to rewire the car, and they jacked it all up. And I don't even think it was the right wire harness. So everything was all messed up. So I'm going to start from scratch. It'll be all new, fresh wiring for this car. But I do want to get this channel thing all cleaned up, nice and neat. So I'm going to be working on cleaning this up. Also, what I wanted to share with you guys as well, let me grab it here. And I don't remember, I put this thing away a long time ago. I got the steering column here, and I don't remember if it's tilt wheel or not. I'm going to see what I need to do with this as far as getting it operational and getting it all cleaned up to look brand new again. So let's get this open and we'll look at it together, because like I said, I put this thing away, I don't know, I'm guessing 3 or 4 years ago. So I have no idea. I don't remember what it looked like as far as the condition and all that. I remember it wasn't mint or nothing like that, obviously. So let's take a look at this. So, okay, yeah. So this is a steering column that came in the car, and I think this might be bent, but this has to be brand new because it's got rust on it. So I'm going to mess with this and clean it up. I'm glad this is all metal. I thought for some reason that this was all plastic, and I was a little stressed out as far as how I was going to refurbish it and get it to look new again. So I'm also, again, gonna work on this steering column. Looks like it's missing the hazard light button here. Looks like that's broken off. So I'm going to dig into this as well. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what's coming next, and I don't know in which order yet, because it just depends on how my day's going. Also, one second, let me grab these. I also grabbed my wheel well moldings here out of the shed as well. These are in pretty good shape, the last I remember. And I did dig them out to take them to H&S Body Works, but again, I didn't really pay much attention. So I'm going to clean these up really good and see, as long as they don't have any like deep scratches or anything in them, I'm probably going to reuse them and put them on. I also have a whole bunch of other metal strip as well, but I'm not sure what I'm going to use. I may go, with the exception of these, if these pass the test, I may go new with everything else. So just stay tuned. I really appreciate you all watching, and tell all your friends, please, and like and subscribe.